What's up, everyone? And we are back for another OR. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. I played on the PS4. No HDR and no 4K. It's better than I expected. It was, to me, a refreshing experience to the Resident Evil franchise. The story is about Ethan Winters, who gets an email from his lost wife, Mia, who went missing over 3 years ago. Last seen on a babysitting job. At least that's what she told him. So he hops in his car, drives to Louisiana to an old house to get her. Shortly after arriving, you're thrown in a situation trying to survive against the Bakers and enemies known as the Molded. The human characters are the creepiest in this game. Each play their own role in the game. Jack occupies the house, while the others can be found in other areas. However, I found that not all enemies were quite so scary. One of the scariest things about one type of the Molded was that they had a hard time walking straight or even standing up. The environment and level design are great, from the moldy floorboards to the beaten up wallpaper and missing roofs. They really captured an old host that has not been used in quite a long time. Not all textures are good though, but there is enough here to say that they took their time to make the Baker home beat up and creepy with a I need to get the hell out of here feeling. There are a few jump scares, but done right, with no loud music or warning. Just kinda, oh, I didn't expect that. Just good old visual scares. There are a few locations to explore in game, which I was excited to see, just expecting it to take place in one location. But I was happy to see that there was more. Houses, boat, and mine. And there's an outdoors, although it serves more as a link to connect some areas. The sound is great, hiding in a corner while hearing Jack Baker shout, "Ethan, I'm gonna find you." Every human character nails the creep factor. I felt not all guns had the bang I expected to hear, and I played with a headset with the volume really loud. Some sounds around the house will make you turn thinking someone or something is there. I was a little concerned about first person being added to the Resident Evil series, but I can tell you it just made it feel good. When you are hiding from an enemy while slowly looking around the corner, seeing if it's clear to make your move, it can be spooky. Shooting felt great. To me, it didn't feel clunky or sensitive. It works fine. There is not much of a crafting system here, as you can only make a few things, but they are important, as items are scarce and hard to find. The Resident Evil chests make a return in the safe room where you can save your game and manage items. On the Madhouse difficulty, you only have a certain amount of saves by using cassette tapes you will find along your journey. The game has a choice option to make the outcome of the game different, so a good ending and bad ending. Be sure to get them both. You can collect VHS tapes along the way, which are also playable as different characters. And they're not just fun, they play a big role in helping Ethan out along the way. Personal opinion, this game is meant to be played on Madhouse, or even normal, as Madhouse will have you pulling your hair and screaming when you die because of limited saves and checkpoints being cut way back, but adds to the intense feeling and you will play a lot more slow. Enemies are more aggressive and will chase you. Sometimes it feels like you can't escape, and to be fair, you can't, at least on Madhouse. Easy is far too easy. Play if you want to feel bored, as there are not many enemies and they go down far too fast. There are also unlockables for achieving certain things like beating the game in under 4 hours or beating the game on normal or easy, which I should bet on that one. There are unlockables for achieving certain things like beating the game in under 4 hours or beating it on normal, etc., which will make your next playthrough more enjoyable with a new gun or perk like Better Defense. These will help you out a lot while playing on Madhouse, so make sure to get most of them. You will be glad you did. Combat is effective and rewarding when you get it right, whether it be a knife fight or running away to shoot. which is a good part of any horror survival game. Sometimes it's just better to run and rethink your situation. There are also antique coins to collect throughout your journey for upgrades like health or faster reloading and much, much more. So there is a missing co-op mode and multiplayer. This was a little disappointing as I tend to play them with my girlfriend. They can be fun when played with her, as we did with every other Resident Evil. I think it's okay though. This game stands on its own and does not need multiplayer or co-op, though it would have been nice. I would like more reasons or modes to keep playing, like survival wave mode or one death mode, something like that. I felt that the story, while good, drove the game from a survival horror to a straight hallway shooter towards the end of the game. I enjoyed the first half and the middle half of the game way more than I did the end. For me, the game was way too short. While a great looking game, I wanted more for my money. Personally, I thought a few load times were just bad, but I'm not a fan of loading anyways. But I did not mind, as I could not wait to see more of the game and story. So what this comes down to is, would I recommend buying this game? Yes, I would recommend this game. You will enjoy it if you like survival and horror or shooting, or just a fan of the Resident Evil series. I had a great time with this game, and I will play it through again to get all the trophies and just to have fun. And I can't wait for more story and background on these events. See you in the next OR. Make out.